this match. And David, I'm really excited to have you on comms.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nice to have you come and join us. We'll enjoy the match, probably talk a little bit about league pool as well along the way.
Sounds like a plan to me. A lot of great pool ahead.
So Joe gets us underway. Now the big story in this match is obviously, if you may have heard us talk about it throughout the day, but Joe Prince has, or did, knock out Tom Cousins by himself in the last Open event. Knocked him out in the first life and then knocked him out in the second life. Beat him twice. What makes it more interesting is the fact that Tom didn't miss a ball in either match, nor did Joe.
Let's see if he can bring the heat again.
He's going to need to. He didn't play. He didn't play anywhere near his best match in the last against Cleve Thompson, but he did manage to get over the line in a 6-ball shootout. Same as Tom Cousins, who needed a 6-ball shootout as well against Sam Henderson.
Yeah, that was a great match as well.
Good chance here in the opening rack.
Yeah, he should take this on his break.
Now, if you are just joining us, all these matches, 30 minutes, races to 6, whatever comes first. So if the match clock runs out, we stop the race, and it is what it is. And if it's a draw, 6-ball shootout. That's how these two ended up in the 6-ball in their quarterfinals.
Oh, wow.
Major surprise. And they're mistakes he was not making when he played Tom Cousins in Denver.
And as we were talking before the match, now we give Tom the opportunity to show us how good he is at developing these balls with the stripe that laid up on the 2 there. So let's see how he deals with it.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 problems. Doesn't have a great way of dealing with it, but he's so good at figuring this sort of shot out. No way of doing it there. It's an excellent opening ball, though, to get himself into the visit. I think originally he may well have wanted to look for some sort of safe option, but there really isn't anything on the table, so it has to go.
Yeah, you got to go. I think that the 1 in the side plays nice to open that up as well. Just what the insurance ball is going to end up being is going to be the question, I think.
I like the fact that just while we're waiting for the match to get underway, we talked about the fact that Tom Cousins attacks his bad ball as early as possible, and a rare situation where he's had to leave it late. And it's gone wrong. That's why you attack it early. Went for the control, trying to get that a little bit fuller. Hold on the ball up the table.
Now, what's the play here? You know, tough to play safe with the ball hanging over the pocket. Plays the cross.
Just the easy bank.
Yeah, hey, another day in the park.
Two's tight. I think he can make it work.
Yeah, I think he just rolls and takes his medicine on the 8 in the side, but see if he tries to manufacture something. Oof.
Wasn't taking any chances there, was he? That was using it all.
Mm-hmm.
How about that for an out? First visit to the table for Tom Cousins, and he's asked a big question. He comes up with the answers. That was very impressive to start the match for Tom, if he thinks too deeply about that. But
no, it doesn't seem like a guy who's phased by
doesn't
much.
seem like a guy that's faced by anything. He really isn't. He's very laid back.
He is. Even let me pick his brain a little bit on some 8-ball pattern play there.
Not the reward on the break, though. I was surprised that Joe didn't make the last run out. He's got a good opportunity here. Has he landed a bit awkward here?
Yeah.
I think 6. He must be on the 6.
Yeah, he's okay. It was a big draw stroke to not go too far. It's interesting, interesting play.
Prime position. Well, he was in prime position.
Yeah.
That's not taking him long to get back out. That's oh, this must go.
Wow.
There's not much room here.
Okay, great shot.
Oh, he's hooked himself on the one he wanted to be on, though.
Certainly is working for it.
I feel like the issues are snowballing here. 2 shots ago, he was in perfect position, and now he's got to work very, very hard.
Is he going rail first on this 5?
Yeah, might make it off the 10 as well.
Okay.
Oh, makes it clean.
Yeah.
Still can't land though, can he? Just shows you get out of shape early, and trying to get it back is tough.
He's got to get good on the 4 to get shape on the 8 here.
He's okay.
Yep. Well played.
That's a little bit more like it for Joe Prince.
Yeah, he'll certainly be relieved seeing that 8-ball go down after that one.
Yeah, especially after getting in trouble. But a very workmanlike run out. Oh,
Wow.
cue ball's going to scratch.
Oh.
It's rare as well. Very unfortunate for Joe Prince. And, well, what damage has he done? Plenty. So just looking at the 3. Just looking for a pocket for the 3, I think, if he's going solids.
Yep, he's certainly limited there with it.
I just wondered if he needed to. I think the stripes are good here. Yeah, play the 11. Just use the 2, and then everything just
everything's
goes.
Open, yeah.
Play it fairly gentle. You don't want to move the 2 too far down the table.
Very smart.
Work is done. Now he just has to find the route, something that Tom Cousins is very good at. So you said you were talking to Tom earlier today and asking for a few tips on the. Did he give you any secret sauce for the patterns?
I'm going to have to charge for that based on what I learned. So No, really nice, humble guy. Had a nice conversation, and although things that maybe you have heard before, he does the best job at exercising the thought process. So he does what he says, and it's a nice thing to watch for sure.
Yeah, it's quite amazing what he's doing in his bread and butter, which is English ball. Essentially dominating a tour that can't be dominated, or so we thought.
And he comes on over and plays with different ball set, different cue, and makes it look like something he's been doing his whole life. So
more than that, he didn't know what cue he was going to use when he came over. He's changed. He's tried out a few different people's. He actually, I flew out with Tommy. He came without a cue.
Wow. So, okay. If that doesn't prove Indian and not the arrow, I don't know what does. Nice shot there. Wow, plays a nice drag shot to hold that there.
I think in an ideal world he would like to have been straight in on the previous shot, so he didn't have to do that. But
yeah,
it looks a little tight to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Used the pockets well, didn't he? The back end of that finish, just manipulating it enough. Back to the cut break.
Yep. Everything is wide open.
Level of deflation for Joe Prince sat in his chair, I'd imagine. Look at you.
Yeah,
you do though. You analyse the table as you in your chair, thinking, what chances do I get to the table here?
Right. Yeah, he's not looking as stout as he was before, all propped up. So.
Yeah. Just for a second, he's slightly worried that he's done some damage to the 7. I think it goes.
Should pass.
Slightly careless if it doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. And it does look like it passes both ways. Not that you really want to shoot past that side pocket, but
yeah, I'm looking right down it. It goes.
Yep.
So he plays on it.
Perfect.
If it didn't, he would have had an opportunity to move the 14, so he'll be happy with where he's landed. I say he'd be happy where he's landed. He would like to have a little bit more angle than he's got. Only thing here is, does the 2 go down the table?
Right, that's what I'm kind of looking at, and it's funny. Normally you'd think that on our overhead it would be more clear, but it actually looks tighter on the overhead than it does on our other view.
Oh,
so
you're going to get deep into. I spend my lifetime looking at overheads at main, and the number of times I get fooled by the overhead.
Let's see what the plan is here. It's a little steep on the 1. guess he's okay to not flirt with that green stripe there to get back up table, so. He's not sure either, huh?
It must do.
Yep. With ease.
I feel like he's just, I mean, obviously he's taken out three good run-outs here. Obviously one of them just countering after the Joe mistake, but I feel like he's just fighting himself a little bit in terms of the pattern and perfect control.
Wow.
Last time Joe broke, it was a heartbreaking scratch, and he's sat and watched ever since. We've already seen at least one match come from 3-1 down today, so it's not the end of the world here for Joe, but can't really afford to go 4-1
Right.
and have it be Tom's break. So this is a pivotal frame for Joe and his chances. Just looking at the stripes here, but the 9's the problem.
Yeah, the 9 is tough, but that 11 really plays hard with the 7-3 and 6 plays in the side. But we'll see what he does with the 9 for sure. Not really any balls around to develop it either. You know, I don't know if he's going to settle the bank a ball, or 11's close enough to a pocket to maybe play a combo on it, but I'm not really sure what his game plan is here. He's just going to try to get under it.
Yeah, that would suggest it. Yeah, difficult to tell from my vantage point, but I think it must do. Yeah,
I
that's
kind of
landed.
felt like that was the ball to get down there.
Yeah, go there straight away.
Right.
Yeah. And he's landed very awkward here. No angle.
No, he can
Top
go
right.
forward or back. That's about it.
Calls for an extra 15 seconds just to consider his options, which aren't great.
Nope, still looking like forward or back to me.
Yeah. May have to accept a bank here. May have to just play for a bank. Yeah. He does, and it goes wrong. Could be a big blow for Joe, that. When he made it to back-to-back finals of the Open, he wasn't missing those sort of chances. He was being very clinical. And he's missed a couple of them in the match.
That was a disciplined choice to play safe there and force him to kick. You know, I thought he could have played the combo and maybe made something happen there. Maybe speaks back to the level of comfort and confidence in the flow right now of...
Possibly.
Yeah.
Gets rewarded though. I suppose you can make the case it was the percentage play.
Sure.
That's not his best shot. I wanted that 7 just to stick over the corner.
He's got to move a little bit now.
Won't want to land flat on the cushion like that. He's got a tiny amount.
Nice recovery shot there.
Yeah, nice. Enough to get out, wasn't it? Just. Oh, wow. Wow. Did not see that coming. First mistake in the match from Tom Cousins, and it's a big one. That was 4-1 right there. 4-1 with what would have been 9.5 minutes left.
That was huge.
That potentially, if Joe can pull this one out, is massive. You know, he's going to have to find a shot, though. Wasn't the best of cue balls. Stands on Tom Cousins' toes for good measure. Well, makes the 9 just, not the position. What's he got for us? Oh, misses the bank. Can you believe it? You've got the ultimate pool #1 player missing 8 balls and can't punish him. That is a recipe for disaster.
No, I don't think he's going to get another opportunity for that in this one.
All that's happened there is it's wasted a minute and a half. Oh,
wow.
My word. What are we seeing here? This is quite incredible.
Commentator's curse there or something.
That's
wow. Certainly doesn't leave Joe an easy shot.
Yeah, he's got away with this one to a point. Although Joe makes the bank this time.
Yep.
Wow, that is, well, I think I might have seen Tom Cousins miss 2 8 balls this year, and that was the last 2 shots he's played.
Yeah.
Twice in one game.
Hopefully a little bit of short-term memory from that last rack and the last interaction here.
Tom always seems to have a pretty short memory when it comes to mistakes in the pool world, or it looks like it anyway, because look at this layout.
That's all we have to do. Now a little bit of tic-tac-toe and...
Yeah. All there. Just a case of whether you decide to run the clock down here or not. I really don't think you should. I don't think Tom's going to. You never know. 2 quick frames the other way and you might want that times.
Yeah, a little bit of a double-edged sword playing the clock management for sure.
I think if it's to go 3 in front, I think it's worth it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And especially if this gets down to a 15-second clock, hard to run the clock down at that point that you want to have the leeway there. So
It's become a big part of the game, though. It's interesting to see how it's changed the sort of dynamic of pool and how it's added elements that we've not seen before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got the 8-ball in motion. Looked like he gave that one a little bit more.
Wow, he is opting for stripes, huh?
But I don't think he's got a solid.
You didn't think he could see the 3 there?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I thought that he could, actually. But based on choosing stripes here, I got to assume that he couldn't. Nice shot there.
That gets another one wrong.
Yep. Yeah, that was the big problem with the high balls there. Played a nice little bump. I think came off of the long rail just a little too far, and
I really expected Joe to step up from his last match against Cleve to this one. I really did, and he's just hasn't quite been able to put together the clinical finishes. A couple of silly mistakes. In all honesty, the double missed 8-ball from Tom Cousins is the only thing that really kept Joe in the match. Other than that, Tom would be out of sight by now.
Absolutely.
A little bit short.
Yeah, a little shy. Let's see if he reroutes or takes it on. He's taking it on.
I think he's okay.
You think you can see it?
I think he took the slow walk around the table because he wasn't sure when he was walking round, but he was all right when he got there.
So nonchalant.
And now he just chooses to run the clock all the way down to 1 second and lets it run for a few seconds past it as well. Clock doesn't actually stop running on the match clock until the cue ball stops. And I would say a chance to finish it off straight away. Not a very easy layout, though. More a case of doing whatever you're going to do here relatively slowly.
Yeah, absolutely the play. He's well ahead. He's in control. The layout is not easy to get out. So control what you can control here. And that seems to be the shot clock.
And
that's a nice play.
Yeah, just keep it tight.
It's not really like either set is better here that you had to take a ball and play safe. I think that was a very good play to just glue him on the back of it.
Yeah, and also throwing another ball into in a sort of congested area as well. Not sure what he was trying to do there. That was a strange one.
Yeah. You'd think he had to have been trying to thin it.
I think he must have been trying to thin it with some English just to get it middle of the top cushion.
Or maybe he was looking for a call of intentional foul to get him out of this one.
Yeah, maybe. We've already seen that today.
Yes, we did.
Chris Mitchell did it a little bit earlier on. Very rare we actually do see it with Ultimate Pool, but we've seen one today. Oh, well, that'll work.
Right?
2 for 1.
Got to give it to Joe trying to make it happen.
4 still a problem. And that should be that. We're under a minute. And all Tom Cousins has to do is put a couple of balls and it will run this clock out. But even if he doesn't, he knows there is nothing that Joe Prince can do. It's a good run through to the semi-finals for Joe. But it's going to be one short of the final that he's been to over the last 2 tournaments. But it is Tom Cousins back into another final. He's back in the shootout final. He was there in Denver. He's back here in the shootout final in Louisville. And he may well have the same opponent yet.